Hey friend, welcome to the Good Morning Show, Finding Life Live. My name is Brian Bell. I'm so glad you're here. It is Friday, May 19th, 2023, week 16, day 5, live stream number 80, day number 139 of the new year. Hey, let's know where we are. Let's know where we're going. Let's know why we're going there. And let's make today count. Good morning, live streamers. Light show so far. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Fridays have been light for several weeks, maybe forever, and that's okay. Good morning, Bobby Bell, first one on the show this morning. Good morning, Bobby. So thankful you're able to join in. I know you were up super late. I think you came to bed at like 1 a.m. this morning. There's my beautiful mom in Tennessee. Good morning, Mom. Mom says good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Mom. So great you're able to join in on the show. Please tell Pappy we say hello. And here is Dana. Dana, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Dana, where's Chloe at today? We gotta get Chloe back on the show. Gotta get Chloe back in the groove. Robert said this morning, Robert texted me, he was up at 4 a.m., but he has been off from work, and he's been sleeping in a little bit, but he was texting me, or he showed on Instagram that he was up at 4 a.m. We were texting at 4 a.m., and he said he was getting a late start to his morning, and he would join the show later in progress. So Dana says sleeping. All right, we gotta get that girl back in her other routine of being up and joining the show there at 8 o'clock in Tennessee. So missing Clobug. All right. Well, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I know we are enjoying that it is Friday. Thank goodness. And this morning I was thinking about the why in the road. The why in the road. When we come to this point of like, we're going to make a choice. We're going to go this way or we're going to go this way. And I've had a couple of these situations this week. I want to talk about those a little bit this morning. So I haven't, in this process, since I started my YouTube channel on January 30th, it's become like a priority over sleep and exercise. We're super busy, very limited time. And so started getting up at least by 5 a.m. to be in the studio, or to come up here to be in the studio around 5, or to get ready to go live at 6 a.m. every morning on YouTube. And so I try to get up here, I was trying to get up at least by 5. But anyway, never get enough sleep. Hadn't been able to exercise in months, or very rarely. And then so I was like, I knew I had to find a way to get exercise back into my mix, because exercise is so important. Like, we continuously deal with all the negative of life, all the challenges, the stresses, the worry, the fear, the anxiety, just the constant battle, right? And it's like, if we don't do anything to fight this off, to burn this off, it continues to build up on us and weigh us down. But when we exercise, we burn off that stuff and we feel so much better in every way. And so I knew I had to get exercise back into my mix. And I kept having this thought that, like, we're so busy. Like, when I get home from work, I'm exhausted. We have stuff going on every night. And I'm like, when am I going to exercise? And so I thought, the evenings would be best, because I'm already not getting enough sleep. I don't need to cut out any more sleep. But evenings are not consistent. We have so much going on. I can't always exercise in the evenings. And I kept having this thought that the best time to do it would be at 4 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, Saturday is my one day. Saturday is my one day to sleep in. Saturday is the only day I don't wake up by an alarm clock. And so I do that on purpose. I want to wake up naturally on Saturday, that one day a week. I still usually am up by 6 anyway, because I'm used to getting up early every day. But I don't want to be awakened by an alarm clock on Saturday. That's the one chance I get. I don't have to. And so anyway, so I keep having this thought. The best would be to get up at 4 a.m. every day. Get up at 4 a.m., get my day started with exercise, further start my day off on the right foot. And so I keep having this thought, but then I keep thinking, or when it comes time where the rubber meets the road, it's like you start having all these negative thoughts, like, I'm only going to get 3, going to bed at like midnight, and you're like, I'm only going to get 3 or 4 hours of sleep. But then I was like, well, I'll have to figure out when I'm going to sleep later. Like, I can take a nap later. I can sleep later. I'll sleep when I can, but I got to get my exercise in. Anyway, so I keep having this thought over and over. I keep having this thought. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This past weekend, I had the thought again. I got to get exercise back into my routine. I need to get up at 4 a.m. And so I'm feeling good. Sunday, I'm feeling good. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna get up at 4 a.m. I'm gonna start my new exercise routine, getting up at 4 every morning and exercising to start my day. And then here it comes late Sunday night, time for bed, like 10 o'clock at night. And it's like, do I really want to get up at 4 o'clock tomorrow? And I just know you have to make the right choice. Yesterday we were talking about this coin, right? And how there's like two sides to every coin. And I've talked before about like everything in life has an opposite. There's off, there's on, there's cold, there's hot, there's bright, there's dark, there's happy, there's sad, sunshine, rain. Everything in life has an opposite. And even ourselves has an opposite. There's good, there's bad, good, evil. There's a good version of ourselves and there's a bad version of ourselves. And we're constantly in battle all the time, right? There's a version of us that like we're stressed out and we want to go to McDonald's and get some French fries. And then there's a version of us that wants to do better and lose weight and get fit. And we're in constant battle. And so when we get to this Y in the road, we're at the battle. This morning when I woke up, my alarm clock thankfully was on my phone across the room, right? So I have to get up out of bed to go get it, to turn it off. I have to get up to go turn it off. This morning I get up at 4 a.m. There's no electricity. There's no power in the house. The house is completely dark. There's no coffee. The fridge is not on. There's no lights. I look out the bathroom window. The whole street is dark. No electricity. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm supposed to do my weights this morning in the garage. So I'm at a Y in the road. I can either go work out in the dark or I actually had the thought I could just, it's not my fault the power's out. I could just go lay down for an hour and get up at 5. Maybe it will be back on then. Hopefully it'll be back on in time for my live stream. So I had that thought, right? There's the strong self versus the weak self. Why? And then I had the thought I could go to the garage and just like turn my flashlight on my phone, shine it up at the ceiling, have enough light to get my workout done, and essentially work out in the dark in the garage. So I'm like, I had the thought. And so I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I go ahead, I get my workout clothes on. I go to the fridge, open the door. It's all dark inside. I made my protein shake last night. I grabbed my protein shake. At 4:06, the power came back on. And so I didn't have to work out in the dark, but I was prepared to, and thankfully I had made the right decision to. But this morning I want to talk about this Y in the road. When we're at this point, when it's our strong self versus our weak self, that's when that's an important moment when we have to choose to rise up, to make the best choice. That's when we're choosing to either take the weak path or the strong path, to either win or to lose. And we have to be strong in that moment. Thankfully, this week I've had 2 good, strong moments. I don't always. I've been thinking about getting up at 4 a.m. for weeks probably. I finally started it this week. But I just want to encourage you, when you reach that Y in the road, do what you deep down want to do. What you deep down, there's a deep down thing that you want to do, and then there's the superficial thing that you want to do. The deep down thing that I wanted to do was get up at 4 a.m. and exercise every day. The superficial thing that I wanted to do was to sleep in. This morning, the same thing with my workout. I started to be weak and use there's no electricity, the garage is dark, as an excuse. But it was just an excuse, and it was a weak excuse and an unnecessary excuse. And so, anyway, that was my morning message. Let's see what we got here. Dana Stone King says, sleeping? Bobby says, who would want to do that, right? Oh, Bobby's talking about French fries. Yeah. Hey, food is like, we love food, don't we? I know I love food, and when I'm stressed, food is like my go-to. And so I have to really be careful. With that. Dana says, typically the deep down is the most hard, but most rewarding. Yes. And deep down is like our true self. It's what we really want. It's like, that's the winner of ourselves. That's the champion of ourselves. That's our truest self. and we have to do that. Let's see here. Hey, Bobby Presley. Bobby Presley, good morning. So great to have you on the show this morning. Happy Friday. So glad you're here. And Bobby says, Dana is talking about Chloe. Oh, got you. I got you. Sorry, I was like, my mind didn't wrap around there. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you for that clarification. Hey, Nana in Tennessee. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. All right. We will continue on into the show. Let's see. I also want to shout out. I said hi to Pappy. Also want to shout out to Angel. Bobby, I know Angel. Bobby says you're still tuning in, so I appreciate that. Anyone else who's watching the show that I don't have any idea, let me know so I can give you a shout out and say thanks. I know there's people watching the show that I have no idea who they are, so and come join us on the live stream. We would love to have you live. I'm going live on YouTube every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Central. And come join us on the live stream, interact, ask questions, leave comments, and just join us. We're just here to have a good time, get our day started off on a good foot, on a good note, laying the foundation in the Word. And so come join us on the live stream. All right. We are going to get into the Word. I am laying the foundation in the Word in this opening year on YouTube. As I say, day by day, brick by brick, just showing up every morning. The Word is life. It's alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. Wisdom says in Proverbs 8:35, whoever finds me finds life. Matthew 7:14 says, small is the gate and narrow the path that leads to life, and only a few find it. I'm here to help you find it to the best of my ability. Let me know any way I can help. If you're on the live chat, join in and let me know you're here. Otherwise, if you're catching this on YouTube, on the podcast, leave me a comment. I'll read those too. I would love to respond to you there. And let's make this interactive. Let's do life together. All right. So we're going to get into the Word, continuing to read in Luke this morning. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts or insight or anything that you would like to say or add or question as I read along through Luke, Psalms, and Proverbs. All right. Let's go. Luke 20:27 through 47. Then Jesus was approached by some Sadducees, religious leaders who say there is no resurrection from the dead. They posed this question, Teacher, Moses gave us a law that if a man dies leaving a wife with no children, his brother should marry the widow and have a child who will carry on the brother's name. Well, suppose there were 7 brothers. The oldest one married and then died without children. So the second brother married the widow, but he also died. Then the third brother married her. This continued with all 7 of them, who died without children. Finally, the woman also died. So tell us, whose wife will she be in the resurrection? For all 7 were married to her. Jesus replied, Marriage is for people here on earth, but in the age to come, those worthy of being raised from the dead will neither marry nor be given in marriage, and they will never die again. In this respect, they will be like angels. They are children of God and children of the resurrection. But now, as to whether the dead will be raised, even Moses proved this when he wrote about the burning bush. Long after Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob had died, he referred to the Lord as the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. So he is the God of the living, not the dead, for they are all alive to him. Well said, teacher, remarked some of the teachers of religious law who were standing there. And then no one dared to ask him any more questions. Then Jesus presented them with this question. Why is it, he asked, that the Messiah is said to be the son of David? For David himself wrote in the book of Psalms, The Lord said to my Lord, Sit in the place of honor at my right hand until I humble your enemies, making them a footstool under your feet. Since David called the Messiah Lord, how can the Messiah be his son? Then with the crowds listening, he turned to his disciples and said, Beware of these teachers of religious law, for they like to parade around in flowing robes and love to receive respectful greetings as they walk in the marketplaces, and how they love the seats of honor in the synagogues and the head table at banquets. Yet they shamelessly cheat widows out of their property and pretend to be pious by making long prayers in public. Because of this, they will be severely punished. All right, I wrote down here, the self-righteous will be humbled. All right, today. So let me know if you have any thoughts on that. Any thoughts on that? What the things that really stood out to me in these parts was the Sadducees, the definition of the Sadducees, the religious leaders who say there is no resurrection from the dead. Jesus saying that those worthy of being raised from the dead. He called this group of people those worthy of being raised from the dead, and that they will never die again. In this respect, they will be like angels, children of God and children of the resurrection. And then it talks about God the Father being the God of the living, not the dead, for they are alive to him. And then again, how, they're trying to trap Jesus. These religious leaders, these leaders of religious law, and they keep trying to trap Jesus, and they keep failing. And it says they dared to ask him no more questions. And we see this over and over again, how he continues to silence those who are trying to trap them because he outwits them every time. And then how, again, he talks about these teachers of religious law and how they're more show. They're more walk than talk. And so, all right. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on that. Today's psalm: righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Unfailing love and truth walk before you as attendants. Happy are those who hear the joyful call to worship, for they will walk in the light of your presence, Lord. They rejoice all day long in your wonderful, wonderful reputation. They exult in your righteousness. You are their glorious strength. It pleases you to make us strong. Yes, our protection comes from the Lord, and he, the Holy One of Israel, has given us our King. Long ago, you spoke in a vision to your faithful people. You said, I have raised up a warrior. I have selected him from the common people to be king. I have found my servant David. I have anointed him with my holy oil. I will steady him with my hand. With my powerful arm, I will make him strong. His enemies will not defeat him, nor will the wicked overpower him. I will beat down his adversaries before him and destroy those who hate him. My faithfulness and unfailing love will be with him, and by my authority he will grow in power. I will extend his rule over the sea, his dominion over the rivers, and he will call out to me, you are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. I will make him my firstborn son, the mightiest king on earth. I will love him and be kind to him forever. My covenant with him will never end. I will preserve an heir for him. His throne will be as endless as the days of heaven. But if his descendants forsake my instructions and fail to obey my regulations, if they do not obey my decrees and fail to keep my commands, then I will punish their sin with the rod and their disobedience with beating. That reminds me, Bobby, of a shirt that we saw when we were on vacation in Florida with the Jacksons one year. It was like a pirate t-shirt. I think I bought it for Jerry. And it said, the beatings will continue until morale improves. And that's pretty funny. Anyway, but I will never stop loving him nor fail to keep my promise to him. No, I will not break my covenant. I will not take back a single word I said. I have sworn an oath to David, and in my holiness I cannot lie. His dynasty will go on forever. His kingdom will endure as the sun. It will be as eternal as the moon, my faithful witness in the sky. All right. Bobby Bell has a comment. Thank you, Bobby Bell. She says, happy are those who hear the call to worship. Yes, that is a good one. I agree, Bobby Bell. And Bobby says, that saying is hanging in our work area. Oh, that's cool. Who put that up, Bobby? Happy are those who hear the call to worship. Who put that up in your work area? Let us know. All right, today's Proverbs, as we wind down the show, is 6:20. We're winding down. Proverbs 13:17 through 19. An unreliable messenger stumbles into trouble, but a reliable messenger brings healing. If you ignore criticism, you will end in poverty and disgrace. If you accept correction, you will be honored. It is pleasant to see dreams come true, but fools refuse to turn from evil to attain them. I liked that one too. It is pleasant to see dreams come true, but fools refuse to turn from evil to attain them. All right, that's today's word, and that's today's almost show. Hey, let me know if you have any final comments as we wind down the show for Friday, May 19th, 2023. Last show of the week. It's pretty crazy how these shows, every morning I get up and I write today's date and what day of the week it is and all that stuff. And it's just like, we start on Monday and then it's just like boom, boom, boom. It's Friday again. Round and round we go. Bobby says, no, the beating saying. All right. The beating saying. The beatings will continue until morale improves. That's hilarious. I feel like that's my job sometimes. Bobby Presley says, LOL. All right. Bobby Presley, have a great day, y'all. You too, Bobby. Thanks for joining in this morning. We appreciate you. Always good to see you joining anytime. And happy Friday. Hope you guys have a great Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Hey, if you're in the local area in Southern California, come join us at Echo Church. We would love to meet you in person, have you in person, come worship with us, come find life with us. Actually, this Sunday, we will not be meeting at the church. We are having beach baptisms. We will be at Newport Beach. We'll be at Newport Beach baptizing in the ocean. If you're in the area, come join us in Newport Beach at 9:30 a.m. You can look up our Instagram page at Echo Church OC, and get the details on that. And come join us at Newport Beach, 9:30 Sunday morning. We would love to meet you there. Otherwise, have a great day. Let's take ownership. Let's live with intention. Let's control the things we can control. Let's let go of the things we can't. Let's find joy in the journey, live above our circumstances. Let's seek God above all things. And let's keep finding life. All right. Let's see if I got everything lined up. Everything looks good. Let's keep aiming up, keep finding life, and I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Hey friend, thanks for watching my video or listening to my podcast. Again, I'm so glad you're here. If you would like more information about finding life, please be sure to subscribe. Don't forget about my free PDF download, The Top 3 Keys to Finding Life, which also includes the one decision that completely changed everything for me and can for you too. I'll have a link to it below. If you would like to help me help others find life, please be sure to give me a like, leave me a comment, a review, share with your family and friends. Any activity I get helps me help others find life. Lastly, don't forget to let me know how I can help you. What challenges are you facing? What are you struggling with? Let me know how I can help you specifically. Leave me a comment, send me an email, or set up a call with me. Until next time, let me leave you with this. There is a common thread that connects us all, and there is more to life than meets the eye. If you have ever felt like there has to be something more to life, you're on the right track. Keep moving forward.
Yeah.